The heists are one of the best parts of GTA Online. You can either play them with your friends or random people if you don't have any friends, like me. There are 5 original heists, which include the Felisa job, where you rob a bank. It's a simple heist, nice and easy, as it's the first one. And then the second one is a bit harder. It's Prison Break. You get the idea of what you have to do. You have to. There are definitely more setups compared to Felisa. And then you got the third one, Humane Labs, where you break into a government facility and steal sensitive data. About the same amount of setups as Prison Break. Then you got to step down a bit for Series A, the fourth heist. It's basically a massive drug deal. So all the setups are you stealing the drugs and then exporting them at the end as like the big finale of the heist. You also have to shoot a bunch of police, I believe. And then finally, the fifth and final of the original heists is the Pacific Standard, which is basically where you rob an actual bank and have to escape after you steal the money. So it's basically like Felisa, but actually good. So on to Felisa. The Felisa job, as I said, is the simplest one. It's the first one. You have to be level 12 to either start it or enter it, I believe. And then, so it's 2 players. It's only 2 players. This is the only one with 2 players. The rest need 4. So there are easy, normal, and hard, depending on what difficulty you want to play on. The price difference is normal is 1, obviously. Hard is 1.25, like times money. And then easy would be half of what you get if you play normal. So payouts for the final part of the heist is 100,000 if you do not easy. Normal is 200,000, and then hard is 250,000. But bearing in mind there will be splits. So if you split it 50-50, you will each get 125,000. And then the setup cost if you start in the heist is 11,500. First time completion, you get an extra 100 grand because you completed it for the first time. And then there are 3 elite challenges, I believe. So you have don't get 6% or more damage on the car, do it in a certain amount of time, and then nobody dies. And then you would get 50,000 for doing that. There are also 2 setups before you do the main heist. So you start it. Lester will come in with a little cutscene, and then you'll go to his car, drive to the bank, look at the cameras. Then the passenger will do a little task, and then you'll get to his factory. And then you'll get in his car, drive with the stuff, then drive over to your place, and then basically set up for the heist. And then the second and final setup is you need to go and steal an armored Kuruma and basically take it back to his place. And the second heist, we have Prison Break. For Prison Break, like I said, this one is 4 players, so 4 different people. Again, level 12 is the starting thing you need. Starting level you need to actually start it or compete in it, I guess. Obviously, again, modes are difficult. You already know the easy stuff. Payout is 350,000 on easy, 700,000 on normal, and then 875,000 on hard. Setup cost is 25,000. First time completion again is 100,000. Then elite challenges is double this time because there's more players, I guess. It's 100,000. I believe the elite challenges are don't get damage on the person you're trying to break out from prison. Obviously, no one dies. And then I believe there is one other which I think is get it in a certain amount of time. Not under like 5 minutes, I think it is. So it's quite quick. The setups for Prison Break include the first one is stealing the plane that you're going to escape in. I believe one of the second one is stealing the bus that you need to get. That you need to like clone almost. The third setup is stealing the bus timetable for the prison route. So the one person can basically stop it, and then also you need to steal his car. You need to steal Rashkovsky's car. So then, when he escapes, he can have it in his other country because he likes it. And the final setup will be you have to kill his like friend, almost his business partner. So there'll be 2 teams for this. One person will go kill the business partner, then one person will go take out lawyers in City Hall, basically, so to stop him getting away for more, I don't know, something like that. Third heist is Humane Labs, again, 4 players. Payout is 472,500 if you're on easy, 945,000 if you're on normal, and then 1.1815 million if you're on hard. It's very specific, I know. Again, setup cost 25k. first time completion 100k, and then all elite challenges is 100k again. So the setups do include key cards. The first one is you have to get some key cards from a woman and then shoot some people and then leave, basically. Insurgents, you have to steal 2 insurgents from somewhere near the top of the map. You have to steal an EMP, so you basically have to go on board a helicarrier, almost. Yeah, and steal planes and basically have a great big air battle and then take it to the middle of the map. Steal the Valkyrie from Merryweather, so you have to go to the bottom of the map, shoot up a bunch of people and steal their helicopter, and then deliver the EMP. So this is a stealth mission, so you have to basically sneak into Humane Labs where you're gonna rob later, but you have to sneak in and put the EMP there so you can basically get rid of all the power when you're inside. And then that is all the setups. And then obviously the main one I just told you about. You steal it. You steal the information, and then you swim out through the sewers and go into the sea. So the fourth heist, which is almost the penultimate heist, is Series A. In my opinion, I feel like it should be the third heist, and Humane Labs should be the fourth, because it does pay out worse. If you're on easy, it's 353,000. If it's on normal, it's 707,000. Then if it's on hard, it's 883,750. So it's only about 10,000 better than the actual Prison Break, let alone Humane Labs, which Humane Labs plays so much more. Again, setup cost 25k, first time completion 100k, elite challenges 100k again, I believe. And then obviously there are still the same amount of setups, I believe. There is, as I told you have to steal a bunch of drugs. So first one is stealing coke off a yacht. Second one is stealing Molly from trash bags in a trash truck. Then stealing meth, I think. Oh no, meds. Sorry, meds from bikers. Stealing weed from Palito Bay, and then stealing meth from the O'Neill brothers, if you know them from story mode. And then obviously final one, you need to shoot up some help. You need to come to the warehouse, save them from the police, and then basically export the stuff. And then elite challenges complete under 6.5 minutes, kill 75 enemies, and nobody gets wasted. And finally, the best heist of all, Pacific Standard. So obviously easy, normal, and hard. Easy 750,000, hard normal 1.5 million, and then hard is 1.875 million. But remember, as I told you before, it will be cut between 4 of you, so you won't get actually that much. And also, I believe if you get shot by the police, you lose a bit of it, because it's in a duffel bag. So every time you get shot, you lose a bit of the money. And then if you die completely and respawn, then you lose quite a bit, I believe. Obviously, first time completion 100k, then elite challenges again 100k. There are a bunch of extra milestones that you can complete after doing the Pacific Standard. There are a bunch of different milestones you get. So if you are the loyalty challenge, which is basically if you have the exact same friends doing all of the heists, you will get $1 million bonus after completing Pacific Standard. So you have to do all 5 heists with the same people, all the setups and the finale with all the same people, all in order. So if you start with Felisa, then Prison Break, then Humane Labs, then Series A, then Pacific Standard, you also get another $1 million. If you complete all heist setups and finale as a member, not the person starting it, you get 100k. Criminal Mastermind is definitely the hardest, because you need to complete all the heist setups and finales in order on hard mode with the same team without losing any lives during any of the setups or finales. So literally, say you get to the end of Pacific Standard and one of you dies, that's it, you don't get it. And then if you complete it, because it's so hard, you get a £10 million bonus, which is obviously dollar bonus, which is actually insane, obviously, because $10 million, because it's so hard, they actually want to give you something worth it. You also get a t-shirt. And then if you complete them in first person mode, you get a $100,000 bonus. That's when, if you're really bored and you have nothing else to do with your friends, just play it in first person. I don't know,